Hi everybody, welcome to Ecodriver. My name is Helmut. Today we go out on the Ecodriver loop with the Ford Kuga diesel mild hybrid. We have the 110 kilowatt 2-liter diesel engine and the mild hybrid technology. It's a 6-speed manual gearbox and the unladen weight is 1,605 kilograms or 3,531 pounds. It's not only Ford Kuga. In the US it's the Ford Escape, so just in case you wonder what strange vehicle this is. NEPD consumption is rated with 4.3 liters per 100 kilometers and WLTP with 5.1. 5.1 is considered to be the more realistic, but as usual I try to beat the NEPD as well. What else can we say about this vehicle? Not really much. Outside temperature is currently 18 degrees centigrade, and I have set the AC on the lowest temperature and the lowest fan speed for the moment. Once it gets warmer, then I might increase the fan speed. I show you the route we're doing. It's for the regular consumption test, it's basically the same all the time. We start in the southeastern outskirts of Innsbruck. We go out of town for about 1 kilometer in a 30 kilometer per hour zone, 20 miles per hour zone. We then hit the ascent, which elevates us around 360 meters, 1,100 feet, followed by some rolling hills, a descent, which brings us back down to starting level, and followed by some open roads, mixed roads, speeds between 20 and 60 miles per hour, 30 to 100 kilometers per hour, 17 kilometers of motorway, and 18 kilometers, 11 miles of city traffic. The cameras will be on all the time, to show that it's not necessary to go slow in order to be efficient, and second reason is to show how I am driving to achieve this consumption that I will have achieved at the end, and I will give you tips in between to how to drive more efficiently. When you know my videos, then you know how this is going. The weather isn't really nice today. It's not really warm, quite cloudy, so you won't see much of the nice scenery today. But if you want to see it, you just need to watch some other videos. And the roads are wet for the moment. It was raining quite heavily a couple hours ago, but at least it stopped raining, so let's hope it stays like that. I hope you enjoy this, and I'll talk to you later. .0 liters per 100 kilometers at the end of the climb. You may have noticed on the tachymeter that I kept the ref mainly or mostly below 1500 RPMs. On the long constant climb it was around 1400, and we had enough power to go up there with the allowed 50, maybe, or even a little bit faster. And as soon as the engine starts rattling when you go too low, then just shift back. We're now coming onto the hills, and here it's important to use the momentum you can build up on the way down to go into the next flat or hill. which reduces the amount of energy you have to invest to build up some speed. So just use the opportunities that the nature or the road gives you, just like on a roller coaster. And this will help you save a lot of fuel. We're coming to the end of the hills now, and here you see 7.0 liters per 100 kilometers. You may have noticed that on some parts of the road where we had a flat section, shifted into the 5th gear, and we had around 1100 RPMs, but it was enough. I only needed to maintain the speed, and therefore it's no problem to have very low revs. Once I wanted to accelerate, then you shift back when the engine rattles, and if it doesn't, it's fine. On the way down, now you need to try to keep the momentum, not try to avoid accelerating. We have 2 flat sections, and in a perfect world we should be able to go through these flat sections without the use of any gas, but it seems that we have some sleeping pills ahead of us, and therefore it might not be possible. We have gravity, which helps us on the way down, and therefore just let's try to avoid use another source of energy. Sometimes on a flat section it might just make sense to decouple and keep the vehicle rolling in order to avoid using the gas pedal.
Whew.
5.0 liters per 100 kilometers at the end of the descent. Unfortunately, we were not able to go down really efficiently, as we had some vehicle movers in front of us who obviously won their driving license in the lottery. I'm not talking about the lorry, which obviously has to go a bit slower, but the other cars, they really didn't seem to know how to move a vehicle. I'm not even talking about driving. We're now hitting the open road section. It's kind of a mixed road with speeds between 1300 kilometers an hour, 20 to 60 miles per hour. And here it's important, as always, to keep the vehicle in motion. Try to look ahead as much as possible. If there's a change of speed from, let's say, 100 to 50 or 80, just lift your foot off the accelerator early enough in order to keep the vehicle rolling with the engine cut off, so that there is no fuel injected. And this also helps you saving a lot of fuel and brake pads. So you have seen it's not the Ecodriver who is the hindrance on the road. At the end of the mixed road section we have 4.5 liters per 100 kilometers. We're now coming onto the motorway, and here we have a restriction to 100 kilometers per hour as per an environmental law. We're now coming to the end of the motorway, and it was quite nice and smooth driving today. There was a lot of traffic, but it was very constant and smooth. Here at the signs we have 4.2 liters per 100 kilometers. Yeah, that's very good. You might have noticed that the consumption, the instant consumption, showed figures of around 2.5, 2.6 up to low 4s, which already gives us an indication of the motorway consumption, which is about around 3.5 liters per 100 kilometers. Now in city traffic, it's important to anticipate what other road users are doing, try to read the road, try to anticipate the traffic lights. If you're driving on the same roads every day, which most people normally do, you know how the traffic lights are shifting. You know how long they stay green, when they might turn red, and use this to your advantage. Well, summer in Innsbruck means construction work, a lot of traffic jams, but hey, we have to live with it. Here you see 4.4 liters per 100 kilometers, and that's coincidentally the same number we had as with the Ford Kuga gas hybrid. So yeah, and now let's have a look at the details. Well, we see here the sectoral and overall consumption of our trip with the Ford Kuga mild hybrid diesel. And you see the numbers here, and what I find especially remarkable is the consumption on the motorway. It's only 3.5 liters per 100 kilometers, and if you compare this to the other cars I have tested, yes, of course, we had not as good conditions as we had this time. The temperature was colder. However, still 4.4 liters per 100 kilometers, that's really remarkable. With a mild hybrid, with the start-stop automatic, it's important in city traffic to try to make sure that the engine goes off as often as possible. You can even, with this car, you can even set the speed when it goes off, and I've set it to the highest possible speed. I guess it's around 25 or 30. It just says high, medium and low. And yes, it pays off. And also try to avoid to start the engine too early. If you're 10th in line at the traffic light and you see the traffic light turns green, don't start the engine or don't put the gear in. Wait until the car in front starts moving and then start the engine, and then you can go. One word regarding low RPMs. I'm sure someone will tell me that it's bad for the engine. No, it's not. Everyone's entitled to its opinion, and I've spoken to a lot of mechanics. Everyone tells me with modern engines it's not a problem. And when you need the power, you shift back anyway. So if you maintain your speed of, I don't know, 50 kilometers per hour, 30 miles per hour, and you don't have to accelerate, or you can't accelerate, then just put in the highest gear and cruise along with 1,000 or 1,100 RPMs. That's no problem for the engine. And if you need the power, shift back and you have power. I have also tested its two brethren, the Kuga full hybrid and the Kuga plug-in hybrid. And if you're interested in those results, as an example, I'll show you here the test with the Ford Kuga full hybrid. And down here you find my 5 tips of how to drive ICE cars more efficiently. That's it for the Ford Kuga diesel mild hybrid. Thanks for watching. Take care. See you next time.